This conference will now be recorded.
Morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hi, Vikas. Vikas.
Morning. Morning.
Morning, Prashant. Good morning, Vikas. Good morning, Chetan.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all.
How are you doing, Rashekar? Hi, Rashekar. Can you hear me? Okay, let's start. Today, we are moving to next tool, Ansible.
Sunil, good morning.
Good morning, Dinesh.
I have a doubt regarding Docker.
Just tell me.
If any developer asks for if they need some Linux mission, why can't we go for AWS and we can create? Why we need to go for Docker and we can launch Ubuntu?
We can also do that.
Okay.
So we can, if you want, you can create an AWS machine and create it. We can also create it in the form of a container and give it to it.
Form of container missions, what means?
No, if developer means an Ubuntu machine, option 1, Dinesh, we can go to EC2 section and create an EC2 machine and then give it to the developer, isn't it? That's what
Okay.
option 1 is.
Okay.
Option 2, in our Docker host, we can create a container and they give the container to them, isn't it?
Which one we need to prefer? Because we are already having the TC. We are anyway we are using AWS cloud environment, so we
Okay.
can give.
No. When developer wants some infrastructure for some experimental basis, okay. So he wants today Ubuntu, okay, and then he wants to install some software on Ubuntu, and then it does not work out, and then he'll ask for some other SUSE Linux for you. So instead of you creating EC2 machines, so and give them the Docker whatever they want, the form of a container. For temporary purpose, we give it containers.
Okay.
If they want it permanently, then we will create an EC2 machine and give it to them. Okay.
Okay, Sunil.
Okay, Dinesh. How is your practice going on, Dinesh?
Yeah, it's going good.
Completed all concepts of Docker Swarm. Okay. Ansible. We are now moving to next tool called as Ansible. First point, if anybody asks you what is Ansible, your answer should be Ansible is a configuration management tool. Ansible is a configuration management tool. Using this tool, you can perform configurations. You can configure the servers. We can configure the servers. Very big clients, will have hundreds of servers, thousands of servers worldwide. As I told you, I think so before. If you search for number of EC2 machines Netflix uses on AWS cloud, I think that I show you. Dinesh, do you know how many EC2 machines Netflix will use?
I haven't seen.
Netflix number of EC2 instances. Netflix uses nearly 1 lakh servers on cloud platform worldwide. This is the infrastructure Netflix is maintaining on AWS. 1 lakh instances altogether. All instances need not be EC2. So let's discuss few more. Number of EC2 instances. So big companies will have hundreds and thousands of instances worldwide. Let's say a client is having 1,000 instances. Now the client requirement is they want to install some software in all 1,000 instances. They want to install one additional software in all the 1,000 instances. Prashant, connecting to each and every server using PuTTY and then installing these softwares in each and every machine manually is time consuming and needs a lot of manpower. Am I right? Yes. Here comes the tool called Ansible, very handy. Using Ansible, you can connect to these machines and perform configurations. Whatever you want, you can perform configurations from one point of control. We will perform configurations. We'll see experiencing how can we perform configurations using Ansible on the servers. Okay, so I hope you understood. Ansible is a configuration management tool. This is used. Configuration management tools are used for configuring the remote servers from one point of control. From sitting at one location, you can control all the servers. You can do configuring all the servers. That is possible by using the configuration management tool like Ansible. Advantages of configuration management tool. Provisioning the servers. Provisioning is nothing but installing whatever the required softwares is called as provisioning. The applications that should be installed on the server can be done very quickly from single centralized location. If you want to install a particular application, particular software in 100 machines, sitting at one machine, you can do it quickly in all the 100 machines. Provisioning of servers can be done very easily. Disaster recovery. They also helps in which one configuration management tool also helps in performing disaster recovery. In case of natural disaster, there is a possibility that the complete data center can be lost. Configuration management tools can capture the information about these servers and store them in simple files called as setup files. Okay, these setup files are helpful in reconfiguring the similar data center. So it also helps in reconfiguring the similar data center in case of disaster recovery. Idempotent. Configuration management tools used to bring a server to a particular state called as a desired state. If the server is already in the desired state, configuration management tool will not reconfigure the server. So how meaningful it is? Did you understand this point? Look at this. We have server 1, server 2, server 3, server 4. My target is in all the servers, 2 softwares needs to be installed. Software 1, software 2, software. In all the servers, 2 softwares needs to be installed. Okay. Assuming in server 4 already 2 softwares are installed. Whatever, this is already in the desired state. So configuration management tool will not reinstall it. So it is very meaningful. It's very thoughtful. If the state is already in the desired state, so if already 2 softwares are installed, it will not reinstall. Let's say in server 3 only 1 software is installed. So to bring it into desired state, only the second software needs to be installed. The Ansible will only install the second software and gets it into desired state. Assuming these 2 are not having those 2 softwares, it will reinstall 2 softwares. So finally, all the 4 machines will come into desired state. So it does not blindly do the repeated task. When the desired state is already available, it will not reinstall the software. This concept is called as idempotent. What configuration management tool cannot do? The only thing what it cannot do, configuration management tools cannot be used for installing operating system from the scratch. Let's say you have a bare metal server, you are putting it in the rack and then it does not have any operating system. You cannot install operating system using Ansible. Ansible expects one operating system. This is already running the hardware. Once that is done, on top of it, whatever you want, you can do it using Ansible. So it cannot be used for installing operating system from the scratch. Ansible can only use for managing applications on top of OS. You cannot install our OS. On top of OS, whatever you want, you can do it using Ansible. But Ansible cannot be used for installing the operating system. Examples of configuration management tools are Ansible, Chef, Puppet, Salt, etc. These are all configuration management tools. Out of these, we are learning one tool, that is Ansible. This is an open source tool, and observe all the tools whatever we have learned till that, all the open source tools created using Python. On which technology this Ansible is developed? Ansible is developed using Python. The main machine in which Ansible is installed is called as controller. Now, if your plan is to configure 4 servers, if your plan is to configure 4 servers, we will create one extra machine and we'll install Ansible in that server. The machine in which Ansible is installed is called as controller. This machine in which Ansible is installed is called as controller. The main machine in which Ansible is installed is called as controller. The remote servers which Ansible will configure are called as managed nodes. I want to configure all these 4 machines. Could be 4 machines or 400 machines. All these machines are called as nodes, managed nodes. The machine in which Ansible is installed is called as controller, and the machine which you are planning to configure are called as managed nodes. Ansible uses agentless policy to configure the remote servers. That means, what do you mean by agentless policy? Generally, if you want to run any particular software, we install Ansible here in this machine. This machine is called as controller machine. We already know that. And we should generally we think that we should install Ansible in the Ansible server and Ansible client in the manager nodes or something like that. Okay. So we don't need to do anything in the manager nodes. You don't need to install Ansible in the manager nodes. Nothing. Just install Ansible in one extra special machine called as controller. You don't need to install Ansible in the manager nodes. So agentless. So there's no agent of Ansible here in the manager nodes. Agentless is nothing but clientless. We generally people think that here we should install Ansible server and then here we should install Ansible client software so that client server can communicate. No, it's not like that. You have to install only Ansible in one additional machine called as controller machine. That's it. Ansible uses agentless policy to configure the remote servers. That is, Ansible installed only in one machine. We don't require client-side software to be installed on the remote server. Okay. Nothing to be installed on the remote server. Then how does controller communicates? How does controller communicates to these machines? Ansible performs configuration by using passwordless SSH. Passwordless SSH. Do you remember we need to establish passwordless connections between the machines? So you need to establish passwordless connection between controller to manage nodes. Clear about this? That's how Ansible the controller will start communicating to manage nodes and perform what we want to do. Clear about Ansible. Any questions?
Sunil, can you explain once again that manager nodes? Like what is that configuring manager nodes? Something you said like no, Ansible connect to manager nodes, right?
Yes. First point, Dinesh, what are manager nodes?
That's what like I didn't get what is the manager.
What do you mean by the term manager nodes?
Uh,
Manager
I know
nodes are
about.
nothing. Manager nodes are
Con-
nothing but the servers.
okay.
Manager nodes are nothing but the servers which you want to configure.
What we need to configure? Like, see, we are installing Ansible in one machine that is called controller. What about remaining servers? What we need to configure there? Like, what is it?
And let's say let's say for example, right, client requirement is you want to install Tomcat in 100 machines.
Okay.
Dinesh,
Okay, Sunil.
you want to
Okay.
install client requirement
Tomcat
is
on.
you want to install
Yeah.
Tomcat on 100 machines, connecting to
Tomcat.
each and every machine, installing Tomcat manually. Will it take long time?
Yes,
Isn't
yes.
it this way? Can it be done by one person? No. You need a group
No.
of people. Each people should divide the task. You install 20 machine tools, or total 100 are there. 5 people will distribute the task and complete it. It takes a lot of time. Isn't it? Manual
Okay.
process. Those
Okay.
100 machines which your plan is to install Tomcat, right? Those
Yeah,
100
yeah.
machines are called as manager nodes.
Apart from
Manage
that,
nodes are
create one.
nothing. First, what is manage node? Manage nodes are nothing but servers which you want to install or configure.
Okay. Okay.
Not manage nodes are nothing but machines which you want to configure.
Okay.
Okay. So next,
Configure like which way where we need to install some softwares.
install some softwares, whatever you want.
Hmm.
We'll see that practically. Hmm? We'll start configuration using commands.
Okay. So one
Okay.
more section we need to create additional, and that is called controller, where we need to install Ansible.
Yes. You need to create one more extra EC2 machine.
Okay.
Install
Okay.
Ansible on that new machine, extra machine. That machine we call it as controller.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Sunil.
And then from the controller, you will connect it to the 100 machines.
Okay.
Finish. You
Okay,
will
Sunil. I
perform the
got it.
configurations of 100 machines. Those 100 machines which you are planning to configure are called as manager nodes.
Okay, Sunil.
Yes.
Okay, Sunil. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Hey Sunil,
Vikas.
Vikas here.
Yes.
Sunil, in general, what is node refers?
Node refers to EC2 machine.
So anytime when someone says node, that means a EC2 machine.
Node with respect to Ansible is an EC2 machine.
So does node has a different meaning, like outside of Ansible?
In Docker Swarm, we have node. The get nodes will give the nodes. We have worker manager node. That
Yeah.
is different. Okay. Okay. Generally,
Okay.
node is nothing but with respect to Ansible, those are nothing but the machine servers. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes, Prashant.
Are you only going to teach the Ansible itself, or else you'll also teach us Chef?
No, only Ansible.
Okay.
Clear about what Ansible will do. Akhil, what happened these days? You are very calm. Are you there, Akhil?
Yes, Sunil.
What happened?
Yes.
Did you lose
Sorry?
interest?
No.
Huh?
Just writing the notes, recording the notes complete.
Why do you write the notes? We will send you the email
No,
now.
no. Some points
Okay.
which I feel like important, I will make a note of it. Hello.
Okay, Akhil.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Even I do that because it's on the go. It's quite important. I mean, referring it from the notepad, of course, it is good. But I also take notes.
Okay.
Hey Sunila, are you sending a notes too?
We'll upload
I'm
you.
not in that loop. Probably I'm not in that loop.
Did you get the YouTube Google Drive link?
Yeah, I do.
So in that there's a folder called running notes.
Okay.
So in that running notes, day-to-day files will be uploaded.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. So let's proceed practicals. To work out with this, controller and manage nodes. So what I'm doing, look at this. You also need to do this on our AWS account. We'll be creating 4 servers. One controller. Okay. Anyways, one controller will be there. So that will be installing and configuring all the nodes. Total we are creating how many machines? For one controller and 3 nodes. Server 1, server 2, server 3, and one controller. This is what the infrastructure which we are trying to create. So total we'll be creating 4 EC2 machines. Okay, so let's proceed. Prashant, you know Ansible before? Have you any time worked on it or learned?
So I'll take classes.
Okay. How many days Ansible?
2 days.
What is the total duration?
That was around 30-35 days. That's it. In the term of Hari sir, in fact, that was fine. I mean, he used to explain a lot. But half the way down, in fact, he started up a different class. So post 10 days, in fact, the lecturers changed. So Python is a key stage wherein the lecturer changes. So a lady comes in who teaches a Python, and she's so fast. I mean, you cannot even catch up with her. Then again, a different professor comes in. He teaches the DevOps side.
So the main faculty is Hari actually.
The main faculty is Hari. Hari sir is quite good, in fact, in terms of AWS. But I'm not pretty sure, like, whether he is aware about a DevOps part or not.
Okay.
So AWS part it's quite good from him. The rest all it's on a toss.
So I'm launching
instances. I mean, it's like in the demo lectures are given by Hari. Rest all it's a background and that comes into play. So by the time, in fact, we are at the end of the lecture, they already have a third classes going on.
Third classes in the sense?
Third batch going on. So
third
it's like
batch,
in the
okay.
Yeah.
Back to back.
So, yeah, back to back there are batches. Okay. I think you should also try to do that.
Yeah.
And
so
if
Akhil, have you placed resume?
No, Sunil, not yet.
What about SAP resume?
SAP I have placed in, kept in all Naukri and LinkedIn also.
Any calls?
Huh?
Any calls you're getting on SAP?
Very little, like only sometimes like 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, it will get one call and they will ask complete modules. When we are in company,
you're getting 2-3 calls per month.
Just that's it.
That
too, like what? Like
at the end of the lecture, in fact, to explain them how to work on Naukri and everything. If it's okay with you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Welcome to helpful for others.
Yes, will be useful.
Yeah.
Sunil, while selecting security groups, what is the difference between anywhere and custom and MyIP? MyIP in the sense only
classes, na?
Yes, yes.
Huh? So whatever the ports we want, we open actually. For example, if you're connecting to Windows server, we open RDP port, isn't it? For Linux server, we'll open SSH port. Okay. So if you want to open all the ports, you don't want any restriction. Okay, then all.
No, I mean like difference between custom and anywhere. That is the point.
Custom is nothing, but you need to mention the IP address. Only from that IP address connections are allowed.
MyIP is then see MyIP is the right
your
one.
IP.
Okay. Custom na whatever we are selecting.
Some other IP.
Yeah, custom. Okay.
Ananya, how are you? Feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Controller.
How about you? You were saying that you were feeling feverish and
Now I'm okay, so I have not gone to testing.
I think it's better not to go for testing, Sunil. It's like you'll have some phobia in your mind that you're tested positive.
So don't go for testing.
And I have not gone for test. Now I'm okay now.
There are
Just 2
fake
days I got created 4 machines. Controller, server 1, server 2, server 3. Okay. So first point, Ubuntu machines. This is Ubuntu latest version 18, I think. So Ubuntu 18 version comes with Python 3. Python 3 already installed in it. Ansible supports Python 2. So we need to downgrade Python 3 to Python 2. Ubuntu machine by default comes with Python 3. So Ansible supports Python 2. We need to downgrade machines from Python 3 to Python 2. I'm starting with server 1. All this configuration setup, you also do it in your AWS account. We did it download this. MSK. MSK 30.
Yeah, while downloading, you renamed it to NSK 30.
Oh, NSKP 30. But this is requires. Can we rename this? Connected to server 1. So first what I need to do, downgrade Python 3. By default, this machines comes with Python 3 already installed. Please have a look at it. Python 3.8 is there. So we need to downgrade it. These are the steps to downgrade. First, whatever you want, update the apt repository.
Even for the downgrade, we need to update the APT repository.
First step, you make it as a habit the moment whatever you want to do with the apt repository. First update the apt.
I mean, upgrade, okay, we do understand, but even for the downgrade,
You don't need to do that, but make it a habit to update the apt repository so the packages, in case if they are released, you will get it, the latest
okay.
packages.
The apt repository is updated on all the Linux machines. In fact, that's a best practice. In fact, that's been followed across.
Okay.
Sunil, any specific reason for going to Ansible instead of that Chef and Puppet?
Nice
Because
whatever Ansible will do, Chef and Puppet can also. One
okay,
of
then
the
why we are
Ansible,
yeah.
no, we need to select one configuration management tool, right? I have
Oh,
selected.
oh,
I have
yeah, okay. If any, okay, Sunil, that's okay. Whether
specific
any more,
advantage is not there.
okay.
And Ansible is agentless. I think Chef and Puppet we need to install
Yeah, we need
small
agent.
software in the nodes also.
Okay, Sunil.
Correct, Prashant?
We need agents on Chef, Puppet, SaltStack, all these tools. This is an agentless.
This one you don't need to install anything in the manage nodes.
Yes.
So unable to look in Python pip. So this Python pip, I think recently others are also getting the same problem, isn't it? Dinesh, you also got the same problem, I think, so right?
Yeah, there is a problem in fact with Python that they have updated it or something. You probably would have to get it from wget, probably online.
Is a roundabout solution to install. Somewhere I got solution.
This is a command up, right? Curl HTTP bootstrap. I think you might have to do it from the root users.
Sunil, what we are doing right now here with these three commands?
No, Python pip is a small package that we are not able to install it. We are installing.
Okay, we are trying to install.
we have done this.
Like I installed the Python 3, I guess we need 2.7 or
Python
something.
Python 3 pip we have done it.
Yes.
But, let's see. Shall we do this one also?
Shared a link with you.
Okay. Python pip is removed. So Python 3 pip is there. Is this one command? Prashant?
It was actually given in the link out over there online. Sir, can you check with that installation guide, the latest one?
Okay. So let's proceed. I think maybe as it has been updated, I think it will work without with Python 3 pip. Python 3 pip is already there. So let's establish passwordless connections. For that, we need to define the password for the Ubuntu user. Next, I hope you remember the steps for passwordless SSH connection. We need to go to SSHD config file. Go to insert mode. By default, password authentication value will be yes. So password authentication value will be no. Change to restart the SSH service. Done with server 1 configuration. Moving with server 2.
Sunil, you're running in battery saver mode. Charge.
1 minute. And this will fail. I think so. Unable to locate Python. Before that, we have installed Python. Box. Server 2 is done. Server 3.
So instead of doing all this installation, we can do this way, right? I mean, do an installation on one of the system and create a clone of those machines.
Yeah, we can also do that.
Sorry, I missed what we can also do.
I mean,
We can
create
configure.
Sir, you say.
No, what Prashant's saying is we will configure only create one machine. Okay. And then we'll create a duplicate copies of that machine. We don't need to again repeat the same steps
Oh, yeah,
in each and every machine.
correct. He's right.
Sunil, we are not downgrading, right? We are
Yeah.
already.
Let's say I think
Well,
it will work with Python 3 also. So Dinesh, how many hours per day you're spending on practicals? Are you spending or not? Dinesh?
Sunil, not like in a particular hours. I'll be going through the like normally like in a specific hours I will spend. But if any, I mean, apart from my work and any free time, I'll be going through this daily.
Currently you are working in DBI platform, right?
Yes.
Which company?
Yes.
TCS. Who's the client?
Motorola Solutions.
Your location is Hyderabad location or Chennai location?
Chennai, Sunil.
What is the reason, Dinesh, reason behind learning DevOps? Because you are already anyways working in TCS as a DBA, right? Any specific reason in TCS level only?
No, not in TCS. I'm learning for my interest because in future it will be good, right? AWS and DevOps. Because I'll on-premise moving to cloud and not on.
Motorola infrastructure on premises or they have moved to any cloud?
On-premise only.
How is the work, Dinesh? Is it hectic, or do you need to work in a night shift, or is it a cool job?
Only, I mean, like first shift and second shift.
Okay. You are in which shift?
Both are rotational.
We have completed server 1, server 2, server 3. We have not yet connected to controller machine. So let's connect to controller. The additional task, what you need to do in the controller is you need to install Ansible. First update, as usual, follow the same steps.
So how are you able to get us a time in fact to teach?
Like you are waking up at 6 o'clock, I am also waking up at 6 o'clock. That's it.
And the entire day it's like in, I mean, is it a client?
Not, yeah, it's okay. Not very hectic.
Okay. So, sir, you are into DB, right? Database?
Previously,
Okay.
I was into Oracle applications platform. So
I mean,
the schedule, yes, Dinesh.
You are degrading and again you are installing 3, right? Then why? What's the use? Directly it will comes with 3 only, right?
No, he's not
Let's
degrading.
see. Let's see.
Yeah, it's degrading to using that APT. He's degrading to 2 and again he is updating 3, right?
Let's see whether this solution works or not. So the next schedule is Ansible. Approximately will take approximately 4 or 5 working days to complete Ansible examples. Then followed with Kubernetes, it will take 4 working days. And then followed with Nagios, 1 working day. So 6 plus 4, 10, 11 working days probably to complete our batch. So close to 2 weeks more.
So how many batches you teach a day? Daily 1 batch or else any other some other
2
courses?
batches. Actually, I'm starting again as usual. I'm planning to start same like previous time. I'm planning to start 4 p.m. AWS free batch. Okay, and then followed with advanced AWS. I'm not finding time, so I will do that. First, I'll start with this one. So I need to generate the keys for passwordless SSH connections. Do you remember? We need to generate the keys and then copy the keys to the server 1, server 2, server 3. So first I'll generate the keys. SSH-keygen is a command to generate the keys in the controller machine. Keys generated. Copy the keys to 3 machines. Take the 3 machines IP address. Keys added to first machine. Key added to second machine. Key added to third machine. And then we need to install controller. Controller installation is just 3 commands. Installing Ansible.
apt install hyphen via Ansible.
If Ansible package is not available in apt repository, then what it will do, sir?
It is available. It will be available.
So all the
There's no
packages will be
chance that
available in apt.
all the packages will be provided to Linux.
Yeah. So all the Linux packages will be available in apt and M repository both.
Exactly. Right. So now let's check whether is Ansible perfectly installed or not by checking the version of Ansible. Ansible 2.9.6 is configured. Okay, it's installed. Next, now this next command helps us to test whether we are able to successfully configure the nodes. We are having some issues with Python pip package, right? So from the controller, we need to just check whether are you able to communicate to the nodes, managed nodes or not. For that, we need to do a few more things. Okay. Now from the controller, try to understand from the controller machine, we are planning to configure the managed nodes. Managed nodes are nothing but other machines. Here, how many managed nodes we are having? 3 machines. We may have 300 machines also. How does controller know that? How in our case there are 3 nodes. How does controller know that it needs to configure these 3 machines? Okay. So for that, what we need to do? Every machine will have IP address, right? Private IP addresses. So what we need to do? We need to enter those 3 IP addresses in the controller machine. Controller machine comes with a file called as inventory file. Controller machine will have a file called as inventory file. In that inventory file, we'll mention the IP addresses we are planning to configure. How many machines we are planning to configure? In our case, there are 3 machines we are planning to configure. So we need to mention 3 IP addresses in the inventory file of the controller. So that controller will understand, okay, this is my inventory. So these machines I need to configure. So that is called as inventory file, very important. Okay, write the IP addresses of the nodes in the inventory file. Where is the inventory file available? Inventory file is available in /etc/Ansible folder. Go to that particular location. Go to this particular location /etc/Ansible. There's a file called as host file. This host file is called as an inventory file. Don't think file name is inventory. No, the file name is host. This host file is called as inventory file. What this host file should contain? This host file should contain the IP addresses which we are planning to configure. Open the host file, mention the IP addresses. Okay, so I'm opening the host file. In this host file, don't do anything, just go to insert mode and mention the IP addresses which you're planning to configure. We already have taken a note of the IP addresses here, right? This is mission 1. Mission 2. Mission 3. Escape. Save and quit. In the inventory file, I have mentioned the private IP addresses. Now let's test whether controller is successfully communicating to the manager nodes or not. Generally, we have a command ls-la, Linux command, is it? We have a Linux command ls-la, which will show list of all the files as well as hidden files of this particular machine. Fine. Same command ls-la, I'm writing here. And if I'm running an Ansible command, every Ansible command starts with keyword Ansible. All, that means I want to run this command in all the machines. How many machines we are having? 3 machines. Every Ansible command starts with Ansible. All refers to I want to run this command in all the machines. A stands for arguments. Here I'm writing a Linux command ls-la. So I just want to test whether it is working or not. If it works, this is a proof that we have successfully configured communication between controller and the manager nodes. We are doing it. Now look at this. Look at this command. First I'll try to understand. Let's try to understand. Machine 1 files, machine 2 files, machine 3 files, right? Are you getting the information of all the 3 machines? To which machine I have connected? Actually, I have connected to controller machine. Actually, I have connected to controller machine. Vidya, I am connected to controller machine. Sitting at controller machine, by writing one command, I am able to see list of all the files in server 1, list of all the files in server 2, list of all the files in server 3. That means I have started controlling my nodes, right? Generally, if you want to see list of all the files in individual machines, you need to connect to individual machine and run the command 3 times, isn't it, Vidya? Are you
Yes.
understanding? But I'm
Yes.
not running the command 3 times. I'm just connected to controller machine. From the controller machine, I'm running an Ansible command. That Ansible command has executed on 3 machines. Okay, and I'm able to get the information about the 3 machines. That's the power of Ansible. We already started communicating with Ansible. You will get the list of all the files in all the machines. So sitting at one location, I'm able to happily track the list of all the files which are there in other machines. If there are 100 machines, at one command, you're able to see list of all the files of 100 machines. So Ansible is configured. Clear what we have done? Any questions?
Sunil, I have a question. So, with the help of the IP address, private IP address only, we have configured, right?
Yes.
We have made the change in host.
Here, communication between the controller and the managed nodes happening through the private IP.
Yeah,
Okay, then
that's all. Okay, if there are 300 managed nodes, then what we need? We need to enter
this is the only
manually.
solution. 300 IP addresses, you should mention it in the inventory file.
Manually, we need to enter.
You have to do it. That's a one-time process to get that back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Sunil. Okay. And can you explain that? I mean, like configuring, downgrading something, Python 3
No,
to
I
Python.
think that restriction is resolved now. So Python 3 which works with Ansible. Just proceed with the normal Ansible work. Okay, you don't need to downgrade it. That's what I have.
No need to downgrade, right?
I am able to understand. Yes, you don't need to downgrade. Okay.
First, we can update and we can install Python 3.
Yes.
See.
Hello.
Yes, Ashok.
Yes, Sunil. If Ansible will work on only passwordless SSH nodes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if suppose 300 nodes is there, we need to do passwordless for 300 nodes, like in this manner only, or is there any automation to do passwordless SSH? Like we need to copy SSH key by using just now we copied,
As I
right?
told you, as Prashant said, configure one machine. Okay. Configure one machine and make changes to the HHSD config file. What we have done, Ashok, we have made the password authentication default value will be no, change it to yes, isn't it?
Yes.
We are doing it individually, repeated 3 times. You do it one time and create a duplicate copies of that machine, and then it gets created. So what you need to do, generating the keys is a one-time process. Only you need to copy the keys to that machines which you want to configure. Ashok.
Okay. Yeah, we need to copy in all 300 machines, right? 300 nodes.
Yes, that prerequisite we have to do it.
So means we need to run command 300 times.
300 commands. Yes. See, setting up the inventory is a one-time process, Ashok. Once the inventory is set up, we'll not do it again and again. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, actually I worked on Ansible previous. Like I also used the 3 machines. That's why.
Okay. You worked the Ansible in your work experience?
Yeah, like previous my project I worked on POC. It's a Bank of America POC on Hadoop.
Okay.
So we automated the Hadoop setup by using Ansible.
Okay. Oh, you have configured all the Hadoop configurations using Ansible.
Yeah, we installed the HDFS softwares and all by using Ansible.
Okay. So you have written playbooks also.
Yeah, like small playbooks, not much. I learned my own.
Okay. So I think you have also done the same thing, passwordless connection by copying the keys into the machine to which you want to configure. Am I right, Ashok?
Yeah, I also done. That's why I have a doubt. Like we also use 3 machines. Suppose if we have 300 machines, what we need to
One-time
do?
process, that hard work we need to do it, Ashok. Once the setup is configured,
okay,
it's okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sir.
And clients also keeps on adding and removing the machines, Ashok. For example, today client has added, say, let's say 10 machines. Okay. So then what we have to do, we need to also add those 10 IP addresses to this inventory file and make them as part of our inventory, isn't it, Ashok? So that you can also start working on those machines. So copying the private IP addresses of the managed nodes and placing it in inventory file, we cannot automate that. That's we need to do it manually. One rest of the things, it becomes easy and simple. Okay.
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 Thank you.
Okay. So that's it for today's class. Please, all of you, what I want you to do is create these 4 machines. 1 machine, make it as controller, 3 managed nodes, and make sure that from the controller machine, you are running an Ansible command, which is helping you to see list of all the files of managed nodes from one point of control. So this part you do it, so that from tomorrow we'll deep dive into this.
Sunil, can you open the notes? Can you go up on the notes, please? Still, Sunil, like starting from where we are. To mention this, all to downgrade and all, we need to remove. We can remove it.
I think we removed. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Sunil. So by default, it will be installed, right? Python 3.
Yes. So don't disturb the
So,
Python related. Okay.
so we
Now
can
Python,
directly go to that.
what you run this command, install Python 3 pip. This one, what is additional?
So you said it will be all default installed by Ubuntu, right?
I'm not sure about Python pip package. That's the reason. Python 3 will be there. So I'm not discussing about Python 3. I'm talking about Python pip. Okay.
So first we need to connect to that servers, and we need to install Python 3 pip, and we can edit the config file, and we can
do the passwordless connections.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay then. So see tomorrow we will start configuring Ansible. Okay.
Sunil, when the AWS is starting new batch?
I'm planning to start in 4-5 days, within a week.
Within a week. Okay.
Is it a basic batch or advanced batch?
Basic batch, Prashant. Advanced batch needs some time. Okay. Basic batch.
Okay. Will you share the link for that?
And followed with again DevOps batch, but you are doing it. Okay. My plan
will
is
you share
anyways,
the link?
Yes, Akhil. I'll be sharing the link, that new AWS batch schedule. You'll get it in the WhatsApp groups. Okay.
Okay.
Why anybody is there? Akhil?
Yeah, few of my friends.
Okay.
Even I can recommend some of those guys.
Once the schedule is done, I will post it in the group. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all.
Okay. We need to contact Chaitanya, or you want?
You need to contact Chaitanya. Okay.
Okay.
And why to contact? Actually, all the details are there, right? Anyways, it's a free batch. Directly jump using the GoToMeeting link. That's it.
Yes.
The new batch that is creating again, it's a free batch, sir?
I'm planning to do. Okay.
Okay.
And DevOps will be more.
Sir, you can go for a minimal charges, right? On that. I mean,
we'll see. Let me think of it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.